And here we go. Welcome everybody to another episode of The Big Idea. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Hanna here at Clear Chiropractic. And do forgive me, I am without my normal camera and also without my normal microphone, so not the best quality audio, but just came across an absolutely awesome article that I wanted to share pretty much right away. And this one coming from the physiotherapist profession, where they're looking at ways to help people with forward head posture like this, and also a thoracic kyphosis, where we're going to be a little bit too hunched through this area here. Now, a lot of times people say physical therapist, chiropractor, okay, kind of doing the same thing. No, we're actually doing things very, very different. And this is one of the areas that the physical therapy just absolutely shines. And so wanted to share this one here right away. Let's get into it. All right, what do we have for you? The effects of 4-week downhill treadmill walking on the vertebral angle and posture muscle activity in participants with thoracic kyphosis and forward head posture. What the guys did in this particular study, and they did it with 28 people, 14 people where they said, okay, we just want you to get on a treadmill, a flat treadmill, and just walk. That's it. Versus having people either A, getting on a treadmill where they were actually able to not tip it going upward, but actually going downward, or having them walk on a slight downhill surface. They wanted to see if that was going to make any kind of difference in terms of muscle activity, and then the various angles that you could measure. The first one being what's called a craniovertebral angle. That's a way that you can measure how much the head is coming forward like this, and then also to see if they could make any changes with a person's thoracic kyphosis, the roundedness essentially through their shoulders. They did this for both groups, 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week for 4 weeks. And even though this is only the summary right here, here is what they found. They found that the people who did downhill walking showed significant increases in the craniovertebral angle, which means that their head actually came back. It was more upright. They also saw an increase of the thoracic extensor spinae muscles, the ones that are responsible for bringing the head back, but decreases in the thoracic kyphosis and also the sternocleidomastoid. In other words, their chest came up and these muscles right through the front got less tight just from doing physical movement. There was no chiropractic involved here. There was no stretching. There was no additional rehab. It was just having people walk in an ever so slightly different kind of position. And by doing that, it started to wake up the different muscle groups where the ones that need to keep us upright versus allowing us to slump forward like that started working the way that they are designed. This is absolutely fascinating from my perspective here, and I think that that is such a big deal. I'm going to be starting to recommend this for, pretty much everybody in the practice who experiences these different kinds of things here. And it doesn't mean that we can solve all of the issues there, but man, having that right kind of rehab therapy, something that you can be doing on your own, takes you only time, doesn't cost you a dime, is going to make a massive difference for helping people out. Because when we have thoracic kyphosis and the head going forward, this is associated with so many different kinds of problems: breathing issues, sleep apnea, headaches, migraines, chest problems, compression sometimes even in the lungs, so we can't get a full breath in, and it shows up in all kinds of different ways. In other words, this study here, this is a really, really big deal. I'm excited by this. Now, I will add one of the things that they did find that didn't really change. They didn't find any changes with pelvic alignment or pelvic function. So if a person had too much forward hip tilt, that still existed. But what they also found is that even by going in that downhill position, it didn't make anything worse either. In other words, you're not trading one thing for the other. So I've said for a long period of time that one of the best things that a person can do for their long-term health and longevity, it's simply put, it's walking every single day on undulating surfaces. So not a flat track, but where the surface kind of goes up and down like this. Emphasis then is if you're dealing with the forward head posture or the thoracic kyphosis, what you want to do is you want to emphasize that you are deliberately working on downhill surfaces. Now, if you're part of the world or part of the country like where I am, where in winter, if you're trying to go on a downhill surface and it's going to be icy and it's going to be slippery, probably not a good idea to be doing this outside. Now, you may also then be trying to figure out, well, okay, well, what do I need to do? How do I do that inside? They're not super common, but if you're able to find then an indoor treadmill that is opposed to it working where it's going to be ramping it up as if you were walking uphill, shift it around the other way as if you are walking downhill. That way you can still do this particular kind of exercise safely. So best of luck with this one here. Again, I'm excited by this. I think this one is a really, really big deal. And again, this is one of those things where from the chiropractic side of the equation, and then the physical therapy side of the equation, this is where the two things have that best opportunity to work together like that to help people get the very best kind of results. So thanks for watching that one. A short, quick video for a change. If you enjoyed this one, please do click that like and subscribe button. Share it with your friends, family, clients, colleagues who you think would benefit from this information. And if you want more about this, please subscribe to the channel. Check out my personal website, drjeffreyhanna.com. Or if you'd like more information, find out how we can actually help you out from a upper cervical care kind of perspective, you can reach us at clearchirospokane.com, 509-315-8166. Have a great day, everyone. This is Dr. Jeffrey Hanna at Clear Chiropractic. Get well, live well, stay well. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye.